Hey friends, it sure is interesting, isn't it, to hear people talk about and try to define what they think is essential. Jesus does this in Luke chapter 9 when he says, "No one who puts his hand to the plow and then looks back is fit for the kingdom of God." In that powerful statement, Jesus has clearly identified commitment as an essential quality of character for kingdom citizens. And that makes me want to ask the question, what is commitment? I got to have it. Commitment is a dedication of yourself to something that's bigger than you. A commitment is a pledge. It's a solemn promise to simply be where you're supposed to be and be doing the thing that you're supposed to be doing, right? A commitment is a pre-decision. And by pre-decision, I mean it is a central core choice that then determines every other subsequent choice and option and opportunity that presents itself later on down the road. See, I don't have to, in a temporary circumstance, sort of figure out, well, what am I going to do in the moment? What am I going to do? How do I decide it? See, my commitments have already set the course. So it's a pre-decision. It will, in some cases, restrict other choices, right? Or other opportunities that present themselves in the moment. It will clarify the course and the decisions and the choices that I ought to make based on the commitment. A commitment rises above emotions, right? When a temporary circumstance comes up and the emotions set in, the commitment rises above all of that. It rises above my fears. And because commitment can rise above desires and emotions and fears, it helps me to do the same thing. My commitment has set the course, right? And so because it's able to do that, and it's so essential, it begs the question, well, how do I choose what to commit myself to? How do I decide? There's so many things. How do I choose that? David writes in Psalm 37, "Commit your ways to the Lord, trust in him, and he will act." See, David is writing from experience. Yeah, that when we all come with a set of goals and ambitions, things that we want to achieve or experience, and that's fine. David is saying, how do you get there? What choices will you make? What lines will you not cross? How will the way that you're making these choices speak to the importance of God in your life? How will you wrap your priority around him in your life in those choices? And that is the way that we signal to God, my ways are committed to you. You are first. And when we make that kind of commitment, David says, God shows up. And we've seen that, haven't we? And we need to see that. God will act as we commit our ways to him. It's essential. God bless you.